Today we're going to be talking about miscarriage and some things you can do to prevent it, especially if it's happened once. You really want to prevent it from happening again. So today we're doing a special episode of Tea with the Fertility Godmother in my car, having some internet issues, but I wanted to make sure that I'm here for you and being able to share this important information with you. So give me some hearts for tenacity, not giving up. So today, grab your tea, come join me. I do have my cup of tea with me, just my car cup. So come grab your tea, come join me, and if you have any questions during this episode, please feel free to text them in the comments, and I will make sure to answer them. If I'm not able to get to it on this live, I will definitely respond to you later. So last week we spoke about what you can expect with a miscarriage, and it ended up going in more of an emotional direction, talking about some things you can do. Hi Jackie, welcome. Glad you're here. So today though, I want to talk more about some things that you can do in order to help prevent a miscarriage. And we're also going to be I'm going to share a couple other things with you. So it's really important. Hi Navita, great to see you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining everyone. So the number one thing you can do for prevention is really preconception care. And that means a lot of different things. And I know some of you watching right now have been trying to get pregnant for a long time, and you may think you've been doing preconception care. So I can't tell you the number of women that I work with that thought they were doing preconception care, but it really wasn't the best. So what does that look like? Okay, the basics is to be on a good prenatal vitamin, and that prenatal vitamin needs to have folate or methylfolate in it. So that's one way. If it has folic acid in it, and there's some new research that talks about folic acid, which I'll talk about another time, because that's new information that's becoming more popular right now. But it's really important that your prenatal vitamin has folate. And these gummy vitamins don't work. Okay, I've had amazing, I worked with some amazing women who are like athletes, and they're eating really clean and really healthy, and they're still taking a prenatal, but it's a gummy. And I know that was a big part of why they miscarry. So you want to make sure that you don't need to buy the most expensive supplements, but it's important to invest in something that you know is going to absorb, and something that you know you're going to be looking at it, and you're not having a bunch of fillers in it, and you know you're going to be getting what they say you're getting. So gummy vitamins are not something that you can count on. So it's better than nothing, I guess, but you want to make sure. So the biggest thing from this I want you to take away is making sure that you look at the ingredients, and you want to get a folate, or even better, a methylfolate version. So it's the food version, not the synthetic version of folate, and that'll tell you that it's a better quality vitamin. It's really important. The other thing that I talk about a lot is eating. So I know a lot of times you're trying every month to get pregnant, and every month feels like, if it hasn't happened yet, it feels like another failure, that your body's letting you down. And some women tend to want to kind of go the other direction. They feel like they've been doing so good with their eating, they've been so strict for a couple weeks, and then they get a negative pregnancy test. Oh, this is how my day's been going today. Sorry about that. I do like Thorne prenatal vitamin, if you can hear me. I really like Thorne prenatal vitamin. I have to laugh. I don't know if you saw. Is that pairing? Am I on? Can you guys still hear me? My day's been like this all day. So I've just been kind of like navigating through. Do you ever have those days? Okay. But I really want to get this to you. It's really important. Can you give me some thumbs up or some hearts? You can hear me. Great. Thank you. Okay, so yes, Thorne prenatal. I happen to really like that brand. I think it's a great quality and good ingredients. It's actually one of my personal favorites. Okay, so the other thing again is just going back to diet, right? Making sure that you're eating really healthy and getting those greens in, and I have if you haven't downloaded it already, I have a free resource in my Prepare for Pregnancy, in my resources, in the link in the in my bio. You can download the Fertility Godmother resources about diet and eating, because vegetables are going to be really important to make sure that you're doing that. So preconception care is crucial, and the thing with preconception care is, you have to really be honest and take a look at what you've been doing, what your lifestyle has been like, and you have to give yourself a good solid 3 months, at least 3 months, for it for you really to change the egg quality, for those cells to renew. And your nutrition, you can imagine, nourishes your blood, nourishes your body, nourishes every cell and organ in your body. And if you're eating really healthy, you're going to definitely be nourishing your eggs and will impact the egg quality. And that also goes to say it's really important for the male partner, the sperm, right? It takes two. And if you're having miscarriage, then I really believe both of you should get on board to become as healthy as possible. And things like drinking, marijuana, any type of drugs, smoking, cigarettes, those things can really impact you getting pregnant, but also staying pregnant, having a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. So both partners need to be on board with being really healthy, especially if you've been struggling with miscarriage. So the man is the sperm, the dad to be, his sperm is just as important to help with the genetic impact on your child as yours is. So it's true, eggs are definitely super powerful, right? Of course, we're women. We have to be powerful and so strong, super women sometimes it feels like. But all kidding aside, it's true that if we have really good eggs, then, and good quality nourishment, that it's going to help, help kind of make a correction. But if there's already challenges going on, there's already some DNA fragmentation, or the strands are starting to fray because of you not having good nutrition, then you're going to have a harder chance. So both of you need to be as healthy as possible if you want to prevent a miscarriage, and you want to do that. Okay, the other thing is, if you've had more than one miscarriage, you might need to get some testing done. And I know I'm talking to some of you all over the country, and you might have to advocate for yourself and push a little harder. But even here in the States, where I think we have really great medicine, at least here in California where I'm at, I still see that you still have to push. Sometimes you just have to push to get the testing that that you need. And sometimes they like to wait till you have 3 miscarriages. I know I think it is in England, they want you to wait till you have 3 miscarriages. So you have to push and really try to advocate for yourself to get the testing done that you need. Make sure as well that you've had your uterine cavity checked. Sometimes something like a polyp or a fibroid or a septum can be causing the miscarriage. And if that's not taken care of, then all the other things that you're doing isn't going to help. Sometimes endometriosis can be part of the problem. So it's really important that you create a relationship with your Western medical physician, and then you also work with somebody like myself. I would love to work with you, of course, but so that you get the balance, right? Because you need the balance of that Western medicine. Make sure that everything's okay. Maybe you need medication, maybe you need some other type of support. And then you also want to get the other side, where you're helping balancing your body, supporting your body, getting that mindset, getting the emotional support. So it's important to kind of get the whole thing. So once you're ready to get pregnant again after a miscarriage, and that's another question that often comes up, I see your question, Navita, but I'll be right with you, honey. Let me just finish my thought here. How soon can you try again after a miscarriage? So if it was an early miscarriage, then you can try the next month. If your period comes, definitely try. In fact, sometimes, and I've seen it, honestly I haven't researched it, but I know the doctors say sometimes you can have a better chance of getting pregnant the next month. So if you've taken the time to really nourish your body, like I have a woman right now who had 2 miscarriages back to back, no problem getting pregnant, but she did not want to do preconception care. She told me, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go down that road. I just want to get pregnant naturally. I just want everything to go easy. And now we have to go back and say, okay, we're going to start from fresh, and we're going to get your body really healthy. And we have to eliminate drinking. We have to, eat really healthy. We're going to take the basic vitamins, right? So it's so important for you to make sure that you've done that. So you have to take a look back. And if you need help, I'm happy to help you with that. So, but if you've had a miscarriage later on, like close to the 12, 13 week mark, or even into another trimester, then you might need to wait a little bit longer before you try again. Not only to make sure that your body's ready, but also you might just need to make sure that you've done all that preconception care. But you might also need to just really heal, and not just emotionally, but physically heal again as well. So it might take a little bit more time. I know my question is off topic. If eggs are very limited and diagnosed ovarian reserve, you still think you have chances? So if you take good, that's actually I think it's a great question, and I can link it in here. Egg quality is so important, not only to prevent miscarriage, but to have a healthy baby and to get pregnant. So I've seen so many women get pregnant when the doctors tell them they have like hardly any eggs. So as long as you're ovulating, your period is balanced, meaning that it's pretty regular and consistent, around 28-30 days would be the ideal. Usually if it's shorter than 26 days, we need to lengthen it a little bit. So I usually work with women to try to lengthen their cycle. So you need to if you have a low ovarian reserve, then what's really important is going to be the egg quality. But most of the women I work with have low ovarian reserve, because they usually come to me after several failures. And absolutely, you can get pregnant as long as your body's in balance. So that would be the trick, is really to not only, I'm sweating, it's getting hot in here, but that would be the most important thing to do would be to make sure your body's balanced, nourish your body, and really work on egg quality. And yes, I think based on that little information that you gave me, I think you can absolutely still have a good chance of getting pregnant. I have a lot of women in my practice that have gotten pregnant with like a 0.02 AMH, if you know what that is. That's the blood test that you get done to make sure that you've had a tube is blocked too, so you might need help. I don't know how old you are, but if you have a blocked tube, then you're going to be limiting your chances every month, because you ovulate on different sides of the ovary every time. So that's going to be a little bit more challenging. So I don't know if you're pushed, I don't know all your history, honey, but if you're older, then you probably want to have you want to go to a reproductive endocrinologist and get a little bit of help there, so that you can move forward a little bit faster, especially if you have the ovarian reserve. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you guys today. So let me just do a quick recap. Preconception care. I'm a big proponent of preconception care, no matter how long you've been trying to conceive. And I know when your period comes, or if you've just miscarried, there's that emotional need to eat, and we want to kind of, for some reason, we feel like having certain foods is going to really take care of us. And if you want to do that for, a day, that's fine. But to do it for a couple weeks, you're going to be really impacting your egg quality and your overall wellness. So if you look at the goal of really just becoming as healthy as possible and doing those steps to become as healthy as possible, then you're going to be really helping not only yourself get pregnant, but stay pregnant. Okay, that's really good. I'm doing IVF and had planned next month. Can you help for short periods or not? Yes, I can help with short periods. Maybe, Navita, you want to set up a call with me and we could talk. And if any of you need a little bit more help or guidance, DM me or set up a free consultation with me and see if I can help you. I'd love to help you. That's what I do. I love it. What other vitamins besides the right prenatal are essential? So the basic vitamins that I like to recommend are a good quality prenatal, like you said, vitamin D. Vitamin D is tricky, so that's one of the blood tests you should have done, right? So I can't say how much until I know what your blood levels are. And fish oil. Fish oil, I think, is really important. So those are my three basics. Coenzyme Q10 is a really good one for egg quality, but any antioxidants are going to be good. I like the coenzyme Q10 because it helps the energy of the cell. I don't know if you're familiar with ATP, so it helps the mitochondria produce more ATP, which is the energy of the cell, and we need lots of energy. Our eggs use so much energy. Okay, good, helpful, good, thank you. All right, you guys, next week we'll be talking about, I'm trying to get, I did an episode a while back ago on the environment and makeup, and I'm trying to get one of my friends to come and talk about cosmetics and how they impact us, and some good ones for you. And if that doesn't work, then I will let you know soon what we will be talking about. Make it a great day, and let me know if I can help you. Mwah. See you next week. Bye.